He told us in Luke 21 and 20. And when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, what armies would it be? It would be the Roman armies, so-called Italian Caucasian armies. Then know that the desolation thereof is not. Know that desolate, like we just read, the desolation thereof is not. They will come in and destroy our temple and steal everything out of it and do these things. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains. That's when we fled into Africa in 70 AD. But we fought from approximately 65 AD to 70 AD. But the last stance that we had was the stance in Masada. He said flee into the mountains. That's when we flee in the mountains. That's when we run into Africa, different parts of Africa. You can walk into Egypt from Israel. And let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let not them that are in the countries there enter therein. Wherever you at, don't come back. Wherever you at, just keep it moving. Going to Africa. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. That's why he said, these be the days of vengeance, right? Which all things are written may be fulfilled. Go to Matthew the 11th chapter and verse 12. That's 11 and 12. From the days of John the Baptist, who was Hamashiach's cousin, until now, at that time he was on the earth, the kingdom of heaven, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, suffereth violence, right? He let you know, from John the Baptist all the way till that time he's speaking, the kingdom of heaven, which are the children of Israel, was suffering violence. Listen to what he say. And the violent take it by force. The violent take it by force, right? Go back to Luke. We call the Romans violent. Going back to Luke 21 and 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child, you have a child, and to them that give suck, little babies, in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people, talking about we the children of Israel. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, these other nations, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. You see they over there right now in the land. But he told us in Luke 19 and 43. He said, for the day shall come. Remember, the Most High speak once, say twice, man, perceive not. I say, for the day shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee. So he's calling the Romans our enemies. So-called white men are enemies. Because they're the ones that were super out of earth at the time. And they're the ones that, when you see the city compassed with armies, he called them the armies the enemies. He called them the violent. He called them the enemies. For the day shall come upon thee, that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round about. When you see the city compassed with armies, know that the time of desolation is not near. So he called them, thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side, and shall lay thee even with the ground. That's flat line. Lay you even with the ground, kill you. And thy children within thee, that's why I say, woe to those that's with children, the children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation. That's why he warned us. Like we warning brothers and sisters now. But who takes heed? Only the elect. We're going to take heed and really be ready for the times to come. To have a relationship with the Most High that he can redeem us from this wicked, evil land. And with that, I hope you was edified. And if you'd like more information, you can reach me, Priest Star Wine, Shit the Wizard. We got next forever and ever and ever. At P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. Or if you'd like to send a donation, you can send it to the post office box. Or if you feel that this is something that moved you, you want to keep this going, I have a PayPal me dot Shield of Wisdom, SHIELDOFWISDOM You can send a donation there, or you can send to the post office box, either or. So I give all praise to the Most High as His word. I hope you were edified. I hope you heard how clearly and how magnificent the Most High is, how we got to teach our children His laws. We got to teach our children of Him. When we wake up in the morning, when we go to bed, it's all throughout the day. His name is jealous. He's a jealous power. And when we think about ourselves more than Him, you can't really go to Him and think that He's going to come through for you. But He ran on the just and the unjust because there's a judgment that's coming. And the way you act, the way y'all showed you many different ways that we all could take heed to, that's in the Word, that's marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. Humble ourselves. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.